Hello, everyone. Welcome to EJ's Bedtime Science Time. This is EJ, your bedtime science teller. For today's bedtime, I'll be reading a book called An Adventure of a Little Cellie. It is a story about what is happening in our body through a microscope. Wow, how exciting! Now, let's dive in.
An Adventure of a Little Cellie. Once upon a time, there was a little Cellie just born a minute ago. Little Cellie looked around and wondered, why is everyone so busy? Little Cellie decided to find out its own. Little Cellie met in another cell. Little Cellie asked, "Hello, what are you doing? Why are you eating so much? Where am I? Wow, and what's behind you?" The cell answered, "Hi, I'm skin cell number 188,928. I'm trying to be bulky enough so that I'll be ready for tomorrow's mitosis." Little Cellie asked, "Mitosis? What is that?" Skin cell number 188,928 replied, "You don't know? Well, simply, mitosis is a process that most cells go through in any living thing's body. You first have to be big enough before going to the G1 checkpoint. If you get the permission, you may start copying this information papers for your clone. Then you should check in with the G2 checkpoint. Both checkpoints, by the way, are really picky. Anyways, if G2 checkpoints reviews your process and give you a second permission, you may make your own clone." Skin cell number 188,928 pointed at a machine where little Cellie was born a few minutes ago. That's where you get in. Once you go in, the machine will make your clone right next to you. No turning back. Suddenly, no turning back seems so scary for little Cellie. What if you make mistakes? Skin cell number 188,928 finished its original bread, wrapped another, and answered, "Actually, that is not so uncommon, for there is a lot of work here. But no worries. If there is something wrong, normally the checkpoints G1 and G2 will not let you proceed. If they miss, though, we have immune cells to take care of the later problems." "That is so cool," little Cellie said. "Is that what all cells do?" "Not really." Skin cell shook its head. "But I'm really busy to tell you all. Look, this human just cut his finger. He'll be fine though, for there are hundreds of thousands of cells here like me, and most of us will succeed in making new cells." Skin cell then looked somewhere and added, "Oh, I think you can ask your question to that gamete over there." Little Cellie thanked the skin cell and approached to the gamete. "Hello, I'm Little Cellie. Sorry to take your time, but do you mind telling me what's your difference than that skin cell?" "Not at all. I'm gamete number 2000564. Well, that skin cell would make its own clone that can get to work right away. But for gametes like me, however, we cannot do anything alone, but dividing in half no clones, so that we can meet the other gamete from this human's mate and later be a newborn baby human. We are in half of the size and information, so that we can later meet a sperm or an egg and combine the two sets of information in a file like what you have it here." "I'm holding what?" Little Cellie looked at its hand. There was a paper written as skin cell that little Cellie did not recognize. It was double the amount of what the gamete was holding. The gamete kindly explained, "Well, in that case, you're not a gamete like I am. It means you're a skin cell that can make your own clone." Little Cellie now knew what it was and what it should do. Thereafter, it lived happily ever after. The end. Mitosis and meiosis are both cell divisions. They're different that while mitosis makes exactly the same two clone cells, meiosis makes 4 different half cells, or gametes. Eukaryote division is the core of any cell division. Generally, it has 4 steps: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. These steps ensure that genetic information copied or divided safely. However, cells do make mistakes in their division processes. These errors can develop into cancer, which is a pack of cells that cannot stop dividing. They take up all the nutrients that are needed for other cells in our organs and eventually leads to death. Fortunately, human bodies have immune systems. However, they can also make mistakes. Scientists now are developing vaccines for cancer, like flu vaccines we take every season, so that in the future our immune systems can be boosted. For now, they're on the trials for many vaccines, which in near future we may be able to get injected to prevent this dangerous disease.
So, this was it for today's bedtime story. This was EJ, your bedtime storyteller. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all liked it. And if you did, please give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Until the next video, sleep tight.